Hi everyone, I'm Anil Sir, your guide at Student Care Center. Get ready for engaging, informative, and fun filled educational videos that will make learning a breeze. Join me on this exciting journey as we dive into the fascinating topics together. So let's get started.
Ever wondered how to tell which number is greater or smaller when you have two numbers? Well, let's delve into the fascinating world of comparing numbers. The art of comparison involves a few simple steps. The first rule is to always start from the left, the position of the largest place value, and then proceed towards the right, the position of the smallest place value. For instance, if you have two numbers, let's say 3,456 and 3,465, you start comparing from the thousands place. Both have 3 in the thousands place, so we move to the hundreds place. Here we find a difference. 4 is less than 6. Hence, 3,456 is smaller than 3,465. We also use comparison symbols to represent these relationships: greater than represented by toss, less than represented by y, and equal to represented by equal sign. So remember, to compare numbers, start from the left and work your way to the right. What if you have individual digits and you need to make a number out of them? How do you do that? Well, every number is a combination of digits, and each digit has a specific value depending on its position in the number. This is known as the place value. Let's take the number 432, represented by the digits 4, 3, and 2. The digit 4 is in the hundreds place, so it actually represents 400. The digit 3 is in the tens place, meaning it stands for 30. And finally, the digit 2 is in the ones place, so it simply represents 2. When we combine these, we get the number 432. So you see, the position of a digit in a number greatly influences its value. The place value system is a fundamental concept in understanding and working with numbers. So the place value of a digit determines its worth in a number. Keep that in mind. Now that we know how to compare numbers and make numbers from individual digits, how about arranging numbers in a certain order or expanding them? Let's dive right in. When we talk about ordering numbers, we're simply arranging them from smallest to largest, which we call ascending order, or from largest to smallest, known as descending order. It's like lining up for a race. The smallest number is the quickest to the finish line, and the largest is the last. Expanding numbers, on the other hand, is like understanding the secret identity of a number. Each digit in a number has its own place and therefore its own value. When we expand a number, we break it down into its place values. It's like revealing the true. For more fascinating insights, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and leave a comment. For further help, feel free to contact Anil Sir at Students Care Center on 99990-60986. Superhero, each digit being a unique superpower that contributes to the overall strength of the number. And that's how you order and expand numbers. It's all about understanding the value of each digit. Dealing with large numbers can be tricky, but what if there was a way to simplify them? That's where estimation comes in. Imagine you have a number, say 4,345,678. It's quite a mouthful, isn't it? It would be so much easier if we could round it off to a simpler figure, and that's exactly what we do with estimation. To round off to the nearest 10,000, you look at the digit in the thousands place. If it's 5 or above, you round up. If it's 4 or less, you round down. So 4,345,678 becomes 4,350,000. Estimation by rounding off not only simplifies large numbers, but also makes your calculations quicker and easier. So when dealing with large numbers, remember to estimate by rounding off. It makes life a whole lot easier. Let's now take a journey back in time. Imagine you're in ancient Rome, where they used a different number system. Yes, I'm talking about Roman numerals. I is 1, V is 5, X is 10, L is 50, C is 100, D is 500, and M is 1000. Quite different from our decimal system, isn't it? Now, while we're still marveling at the Roman numerals, let's also learn how to estimate the sum, difference, and product of numbers. Remember, estimation is all about making math simpler. Say you have two numbers, 256 and 498. To estimate the sum, round off each number to the nearest hundred. So 256 becomes 300 and 498 becomes 500. Adding them together, we get an estimated sum of 800. Similarly, to estimate the difference, We round off 256 to 300 and 498 to 500. Subtracting 500 from 300, we get an estimated difference of minus 200. For product estimation, round off 256 to 300 and 498 to 500. Multiplying them together, we get an estimated product of 150,000. Remember, these are just estimates, not the exact values, but they are close enough to give us a good idea of the actual results. Roman numerals and estimation may seem challenging at first, but with practice, you'll master them in no time. Remember, math is not about making things complicated, but about finding ways to simplify them. Now, go ahead and give it a try.